Hello everyone, welcome to today's show. It is For the Win. We are back today. And new album, Kid Cudi, Kanye West, and we're going to be talking about it because of course we are. That's like what we do. So just get ready for another full breakdown of the new Kids See Ghost album. Take a look back at the life of Anthony Bourdain. Talk about Janine Pirro. Maybe a little bit of something going on with Michael Wolff. And just everyone's coming back. Everyone's creeping back. And also the story of a restaurant boycotting a Brooklyn Army base after a guard called ICE on a delivery man. So that's a very complicated story. So, yeah, we'll get to that. And, of course, we got Zach Lifschutz here. Who knows where we could divulge at any time in this show today. So you're in for...
It can go anywhere.
Yeah, that's what we've learned. It could be... you're in for a real treat, as always. So, anyway, let's be honest. Let's just skip straight to the part on Kids See Ghost, the Kanye West Kid Cudi collaborative album that came out on Friday, where Kanye and his trusty sidekick Mike Dean managed to squeeze a feature out of Louis Prima. It's remarkable considering the New Orleans jazz and swing musician has been quite dead for about 40 years. Arguably, one of the most depressing aspects of Ye was how much it felt like a reversion to the mean, kind of like back to normal. But this is different. It's kind of like a whole new Kanye thing. It's like Kanye being back. It's Kanye going back to Kanye and being kind of like ahead of his time. I definitely agree with that statement. It's like it's a new. What do you think of the album?
I thought it was a good album. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, personally, probably my biggest criticism with was there was not enough rapping in it, which is a problem that I personally had with it, considering it's like these are like rappers. But that was one of my main problems.
Understandable, understand.
Yeah, but I know you're kind of like the music fan who doesn't really mind that. You just like the sampling. I'm sure you liked. I'm gonna go with the sampling was one of your favorite things about this album. Am I wrong in saying?
Yes. You know me too well.
Yep.
Literally, that's like. It's for me. It's less about like the voices, and it's more about the sampling.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because that does kind of add a lot to the song. If it's like, and then you add to the whole other dynamic of it rapping, and that to me really adds to it. To me, though,
I love like old soul sampling.
Yeah, he does do that very well. Kanye does do that very well.
That's what Kanye does the best. Not well.
Yeah.
He does that the best.
Yeah.
Probably out of anyone.
Yeah, I definitely say that he's much more musical than like bars. Where pretty much Jay-Z is kind of the opposite.
For Fourth Dimension, he used a sample from a 1936 song about Christmas.
Yeah, Louis Prima, that was the guy.
Yeah.
And like that's
Louis.
Oh, Louis Prima.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, that is.
Like, you're not gonna find that from most rappers, or basically any rappers, really.
Yeah, just like where do you come up with this stuff, pretty much. Yeah.
Mike Dean.
Who is
Mike Dean's the boy.
Mike Dean's a sidekick, right?
Mike Dean's the reason that he's not the reason, but he's a very integral part. Mike Dean's like a god.
Is he like mentorship kind of role, or?
Not really mentorship. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but there is that.
I don't even know. He's a producer. He's his producer.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, they're both producers.
Yeah, they're both producers. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of psychic. Now I think about it.
Yeah. And then there's like it's a very weird situation. There's a lot of weird parts in this album, and he kind of like spat back out the headlines as he glanced over his Twitter moments, like what was going on in the world. It was a very kind of a more topical album. And then he bellyached about his daughter's future, and he rapped about sex. And he said on the Fourth Dimension, he said, still awkwardly rapping about sex. She said, "I'm in the wrong hole." I said, "I'm lost." That's the struggles of everyday life. Very relatable. And he actually said that aloud, which is a little bit weird. But I can't say then the natural conclusion would be to hear Louis Prima saying, "What will Santa say?" stretched and contorted in something large, snarling, and downright diabolical. But it is close to an ideal bed of sounds for Cudi to lay his phantasmic monotone over it. It's a very good setup, and they did do that. They really figured that out quite well, that they were able to do that. So a lot of credit to them, because this is very much more of a musical album, is how I'm going to say it. So yeah, how do you rank this?
Like albums?
Like out of 5, or out of 10 or whatever.
4.
Yeah, I'd say this more.
Yeah, he's a 4.5. This is like a 4.
I'd say this is more like a 2.5. But yeah, you said
out of 5.
I'd say 2.5 to 3. 2.5 to 3.
Out of 5.
Out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's stopping it at that point. It's better than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's my opinion. Whatever. But I mean, personally, for all three, it's just a different taste in music. It's like what you want to hear from a certain song.
It's not bad or anything.
No, yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not like what I personally like.
I listen to classical music a lot, and it's not like you know what death grips are, or like I don't listen to EDM and stuff. I can respect their talent, but not listen to their music. I think it's a kind of like a good example of this.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Like I can respect the music and not actively listen to it.
Mhm. Yeah, like I mean, personally, you can have like a lot of respect for someone who puts like even in pop, like puts a lot of work in, and not even really like what they do and like understands it's toward a different.
It's like with me with Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, personally, that's
I like a few songs.
To me, Jay-Z.
I'm not a huge fan of him.
To me, and Jay-Z and Kanye are very much the opposite. Like their talents, talent-wise.
Jay-Z's like quiet, and like Kanye's just like out. I think like Jay-Z is much darker.
Darker.
And, like,
I wouldn't say darker. I'd say
I'd say Kanye's just like lighthearted. I say
lighthearted. He's talking about like mental health. Those like serious subjects.
I'd say at his core he's a nicer person. I mean, I don't know
than Jay-Z,
personally, but he just seems like a better person than Jay-Z.
Do you have like ice cubes or something?
Yeah, why?
You can hear them.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
That's okay. But like, you just hear them like
saying I don't think Kanye would cheat on his wife.
Well, if that's the main reason why you hate Jay-Z, A, that's kind of stupid, and B, like
why? What is stupid? What's stupid about that?
If you're talking about like lighthearted, because there's so many other. He's like for the literal. Like if you're talking about lighthearted and you're saying he's nice.
Like,
He's not a nice person.
Kanye, he's a good person.
He's not a. If you look deep inside him, like it's not that hard to look that deep inside him and just say like it just sounds like such a dumb thing to say because just based on all the things he said, you can just it's so easy to tell he's not a good person.
They were all in good spirit though.
Like even
the Taylor Swift thing, he was just trying to help. He just thought Beyonce deserved it. Not that Taylor Swift was bad or anything.
And so a good person would get up on stage and be like, "Oh yeah, this should have been a Beyonce."
He definitely had his challenges. I said he was good spirited.
You said it like 2 seconds ago. He was a good person.
Like maybe on the inside. Well, it's confusing. I'm just saying that he's a good spirited person. I don't think that's unfair.
There's been some pretty like he's. I personally think with all the stuff he said, he goes out of his way to say things to sell albums, which is something I don't like about him. He's not like the thing with Jay-Z is he is a lot more put together. He's a lot more normal, and sure, he's had some problems. And I would be surprised, by the way, if Kanye hasn't cheated on Kim at any point at all.
Why? Why would you say he cheated?
Because he literally every single song he talked. I'm not saying this is like clear evidence, but like. He's Kanye. First of all, we got to take that into it. And second of all,
supposed to mean?
He's like, he has that kind of personality. He's around literally all the Kardashians. He's super famous, and the fact that he literally talks about it on like every single song is like, oh, I like, is he talking about Kim in every single one of those situations? And he's
well,
like,
you're probably listening to a lot of his old songs. He's
no, I'm listening to the one from
like
Ye.
2012.
I'm listening to the one from Ye. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
All Mine.
If we hadn't been, that one.
He's talking about like Temptations.
I don't buy it, but whatever. Like Jay-Z, he's a lot more put together. He's a lot more normal. He's much more talented of a rapper.
What? Maybe.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Maybe
He
no
can
rap.
literally think of hit songs that would like have him selling out Madison Square Garden in like 2 minutes. He'll like okay. I'll go in the studio. But
Kanye's the hit maker, bruh.
how many? All right, let's see. How many Grammys does Kanye West have?
21.
I think Jay-Z actually has the same amount, if I'm not
You're
mistaken.
not even a little bit surprised that I know by heart how many Grammys he has?
Yeah,
Am I just that crazy?
I'm not surprised at all, actually.
Maybe I'm a little too addicted to Kanye.
He's won 231 awards total. So
Kanye?
It's pretty impressive.
Hell yeah.
But you have a unhealthy obsession with him, and the unfortunate thing is he makes another album every week these days.
No,
21 awards from 68 nominations. And then we'll see Jay-Z in a second, because I'm pretty sure he's got the same amount. Jay-Z.
You know what's actually funny is when they work together, they make like decent music, but it's neither of them's best work. And neither of
Yeah.
Is that the right way to say
I can
it?
agree with
Neither
that.
of them's.
It's not their best work together combined, I guess.
Well, I mean, they make great
21
music,
awards
but
from
still,
74 nominations. Yeah, it's
I
the
would
same
call
thing.
it their best.
Yeah, this is some good.
Like, Watch the Throne is like medium level Kanye work. Like, it's not even close to like most of his other stuff.
It's I think it's definitely. There's some good Kanye. There's some good Jay-Z on that one. There's on both of them actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is 21. Yeah, 21 awards from Jay-Z, and then let's just see how many Beyonce has. Yeah, because like Beyonce, she's much more. Who's won the most Grammys? Who's won the most Grammys of all time? Greg Solte.
The Beatles, I think, right?
Let's
Maybe
see.
Madonna, is it?
Someone named George Sorti. He's a conductor. He's one.
Oh.
Beyonce is 22. Stevie Wonder is 25. That's pretty impressive. 26 for Pierre Boulez. U2 is 22.
Bro, you choose gay.
Yeah. Paul McCartney is 18. So I mean,
By himself.
Paul McCartney.
Kanye West is more.
No, yeah, combining the
Yeah,
Beatles.
Paul
Combining
McCartney,
the
that's
Beatles.
very telling.
Yeah.
He's more talented.
So does composer Henry Mancini.
Well, Henry Mancini could be a really talented composer. What are you assuming about Henry Mancini?
He's made Peter Gunn and the Pink Panther theme, and Moon River and Days of Wine and Roses. So, gotta give him credit.
I think you're making unfair assumptions about a lot of these composers.
Who said I was saying anything about the composers here? I don't like that. I don't like that assumption.
Damn.
But yeah,
Whatever,
anyway,
okay.
we do also have to talk about Ye, because you changed your opinion on Ye from last week, which I thought was pretty interesting. I was like, all of a sudden,
Lots of music takes multiple listenings. I don't really think I gave it a fair shot, if I'm being honest.
what do you think? What do you think changed your opinion about that? Well, I'd be very interested to know.
I don't know. I think I just really sat down and gave it my full attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Just like my opinions on lots of stuff changes. On music, like a lot, my opinion on so much stuff changes.
Over time, yeah. I could agree with
Music
that.
is like a really flexible kind of art, you know. So
It depends
could
also
change.
kind of like what mood you're in and that kind of thing.
yeah, that's true.
Like what you're like looking for in music, like when you want to hear it.
Music is actually the most like, I don't even know how like it's very like close to a person. Like you can really bond with music in a way that
Yeah,
a
it
lot
could
of
like
arts don't allow.
Yeah, it could like push you. It could like get you to do something better. It could get you like more hyped. That's definitely
One
true.
thing that we will always agree on is that music is amazing.
Yeah, gotta love music. All right, yeah. So, yeah. What are the? You're not giving me like what was some of the things that really changed? Like what songs do you like really improved? Do you listen to them?